Hello YouTube, this is your Daily Coffee with Wes Gardner. It's Monday, January 20th, and let's just roll right along, shall we? First and foremost, I would like to apologize for not making a video for several weeks. As you can immediately tell, this is not my usual set of sorts. I have actually moved, and on top of that I've also had some medical things that we're not going to go into too much detail about. But suffice it to say that I am finally located in a lovely new home and am ready to hopefully continue this on at a regular pace again. Now, since it has been a couple of weeks, I have actually missed most people's Christmas and New Year's, so hopefully all of you people had a good Christmas and got what you wanted, and if you did not, you were immediately able to forget about it on New Year's Eve. And of course, if you celebrate other holidays as well, I hope those holidays went very excellent for you. Rolling immediately on into some interesting fashion news, we have a couple of entrepreneurs from Chicago by the name of Adam Freck and Andrew Volk. The two have launched Meggings clothing. Now, as you might have been able to guess, Meggings is a mashup of men and leggings. That's right, folks, we are officially making leggings for men. And for those individuals who are looking to jump on the fashion bandwagon as it just rolls on by, do not worry about this being too expensive for your discerning tastes. For the low, low price of $29.95, you too can look like a douchebag. And of course, I have to immediately say that I don't know for a fact that, people look like douchebags. I can't claim to have a expert knowledge of fashion. I can, however, kind of tell what looks stupid to me, and this looks dumb. Now, both men are claiming that Meggings enhance men's best features, which you might as well just say they're cock and balls, and one has claimed that the truth of the matter is spandex is flattering and it complements people well. Meggings are much more comfortable than super tight jeans and more stylish and appropriate to wear in public. I don't want to shit on this guy's dreams. If he wants to open up a stupid fashion retailer to supply to stupid people who want to look stupid, by all means. But spandex is not flattering on everyone. It's flattering on people who are in shape. And yes, I know you're not supposed to say mean things about body types, but let's be completely honest. Unless you have a fetish for bigger people, spandex can look kind of gross. Moving right along, and this isn't actually much of a news story, this is more of just something that made me angry. And the reason that I'm angry, folks, is because I saw a story titled, "It is not McDonald's fault that your kids are fat." Now, not to tip my hand as to how the rest of this discussion is going to go, but no fucking shit. This is basically what it boils down to. This article is saying that, hey, it's not actually McDonald's fault, it's the other things that they have day in and day out, like soda and cookies. And you know what? You're right, it is technically those other things. But, and this is a big but, kind of like the butt that your fat-ass kid has. We exist in a society, and this is something that I've just discussed before, that doesn't like labeling blame on anyone. We don't like actually blaming parents for being bad parents. We don't like, blaming people's judgment for the fact that they're out of shape, or flunk out of college, etc., etc., etc. What we like to do as Americans is find a scapegoat or something to blame and just shit on it. Now you might be asking yourself, Wes, what do you possibly mean by this? And what I mean basically is this. It isn't McDonald's fault that your kids are fat. It's your fault that kids are fat. And I should preface this, if you're a parent who gets easily offended, well then saddle up, Sally, you're about to get really fucking butthurt. The reason that it isn't McDonald's fault that your kid is fat is because McDonald's isn't the one that brings your kid to McDonald's for lunch. You are. McDonald's isn't shoving the burger down your fat fucking kid's throat. Maybe if you actually took an interest or gave a damn about actually raising your fucking kid and making them a decent meal for lunch instead of conceding to their every demand, your kid wouldn't be a little roly fucking ball. I'm gonna let you in on a little something, folks. I was raised in the 90s, right before we got onto this bandwagon of you can't punish your kids, you can't say no to your kids, you can't make your kids cry, you can't do anything to your fucking kids that might disturb their completely inaccurate perceptions of fucking reality. And I turned out pretty, decent. I'm not gonna say I turned out super well because I'm sitting in front of here venting to you, but I did okay. Your problem is that your kid doesn't know what is best for them. That's kind of the prerequisite to being a child. So what you need to do to ensure that your kid is actually healthy is make them eat, I don't know, what are those two things that are really good? Fruits and fucking vegetables. My parents made sure that in a given day I only drank maybe a soda, 2 if I was good, and that candy was cut down to a minimum unless it was a special occasion like Halloween, and the rest of the day was milk and juice and water and good meals and fruits and vegetables and whole grains and things like that you actually need to be healthy and thin and in shape. So if you don't do the same thing, then lo and behold, your kid is going to be overweight. And labeling this epidemic as a children obesity epidemic, I find, is completely fucking stupid. We should label the epidemic as a stupid fucking parents epidemic, because it is your fault. Now that I have alienated every single one of my viewers that happens to have a child or might want to have a child in the future, let's move on to another news story. And this is something that I just kind of thought was cool, folks, because, with the problems that are facing NASA, you don't necessarily hear things about, cool space projects anymore, but I thought this one was actually pretty awesome. A European probe awoke from a deep sleep early this morning to prepare for a comet rendezvous. This rendezvous and eventual landing is capping off a 10-year expedition across our solar system. After 2.5 years in deep hibernation, Rosetta has begun to broadcast a signal that has been intercepted by NASA and transmitted over to Europe, specifically Germany. And a lot of these people are very excited because this is supposed to be the first time, if it works, this is the first attempt to land a man-made object on a moving comet, and also Rosetta will be intercepting the comet 67P this May, orbiting it in August, and hopefully launching that probe in November. This is all done to kind of hopefully see or observe how comets live, so to speak, in space. And that was just something that I kind of thought was cool, something to, ease our way back into doing this news thing regularly. Hopefully you don't mind the new room that we're in. Hopefully the lighting is good. I'm not going to be able to see that until I actually edit this together. And welcome back, and I thank all of you individuals who have been patient with me, and all of my viewers who do view regularly. I know that there are a few of you out there, and everyone that's left positive feedback and well wishes and everything with what's been going on recently. I definitely appreciate that, and thank you. And this has been Wes Gardner with your Daily Coffee, folks. Have a lovely, lovely evening, and I love all of you beautiful people somewhat equally. Some of you, a little more than others, if I'm completely honest. But have a wonderful day, folks, and goodbye.